Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another Legends video, and as you guys already know, there's no way that you guys have missed it at this point, right? We all know that these guys are getting a buff right here, man. It's insane to think about, right? They for once realized that what they dropped is not enough, right? And these are the things that they're fixing is exactly what they like. It's literally down to the T what they needed, nothing more, nothing less. Literally the most perfect character change they've ever done. Now this is the first time they're outright buffing a unit, right? There's times where they've changed stuff, right? One specific thing I remember, I even made a video on this, was full power Jiren, right? They had something in his kit where it was worded different, but he did what the kit was supposed to do, but they just worded it different, right? Like, that's a little change. But these guys, they're getting like changes in their kits, right? Like, for one good example, right, Goku's actually pretty useful now on his dragon throw. He's increasing draw speed for 10 time accounts now. He's drawing a card. It is a random card, right? Unfortunately, that's like the one thing literally that I just wanted to for him to draw was a blue card, right? Because he's only drawing a card twice, right? So why not make it a blue card, right? If it was going to be infinite cards, then it could be any card. But since you're only drawing 2 cards with that green, or maybe it's 2 greens per switch. I didn't see whether or not it resets on switch. Let me see. Actually, you can just check the news. But if it does reset on switch, then that's okay. But I feel like it should have just been a blue card, just cause, right? Yeah, activates twice. But I mean, it doesn't say affects reset when switching. Who knows? We'll see whenever they do it. Which, by the way, if, everybody's probably wondering when this update is coming. I'd probably say we have to wait until next reset, right? Because that's when they're gonna update the game, right? Unless they do a data download in the middle of the week. If you do see a data download, then probably expect it to be the changes to GOKU and FRIEZA. But I believe we're probably not seeing this until next week's reset, which kind of sucks because I do want to use it now, right? While the PvP season is starting to wrap up, right? We are in the end game, right? And it'd be nice to play with a buffed up GOKU and FRIEZA, but I believe we might not get to start using them until the next season starts, which is again next reset, right? Thank God this is not a 3-week season. The season does end next week, which is the normal 2-week thing. So I believe that's when we'll probably see it again. Hopefully, maybe we can see it tonight, right? Maybe they could do a little data download again. I'm not sure, but definitely hoping we do see it before the end of the season. But in my being down here in reality with the rest of you guys, I would not expect to see this until next week, right? That's the latest, if anything. The latest is next reset, so we'll see by then if they do it. I wish they just gave us a date, right? I wish they said this update will be implemented, on this day, but they didn't. So next week also should be maybe when part 2 releases. Either we get a Zenkai next week or we get part 2, but I think we have 1 more week for part 2. I feel like I just think it's a little too fast. Plus, we didn't get Super Saiyan 3 Goku last year until like the middle of June. I mean, next week is kind of the middle of June, right? It is like the 14-15 days, right? So it is kind of the middle of June, but I don't know. Maybe we do see part 2 next week, but I'm fully expecting a Zenkai. We have not gotten a Zenkai yet for the anniversary. Last year we got Vegito Blue, right, as the left for Zenkai for part 1. Fully expecting it to be UI Sign this year. Please don't let it be anyone else besides UI Sign, right? Don't let it be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Don't let it be Masu. We can wait a little bit for those. UI Sign just needs to get Zenkai, right? If it hits November 2023 and we have not gotten a Zenkai for UI, I will be pissed because it's just insane. A unit going 3 years just being absolutely unusable is just ridiculous. I mean, obviously it's not full 3 years because obviously it was useful when he first came out, but you know what I mean, right? He's going to be 3 years old with nothing to name. So yeah, just get it done. I fully expect to see his Zenkai announcement next week and to finally receive it in the game. But yeah, again, these guys are getting buffed. As you can see, I do have them at 6 stars now. I had them at 3 stars. I boosted them to 4 stars with multi-Z power, and then I had to go back in for another copy once I seen the announcement, and we did get lucky. It was literally on my final summon, right? It was on free step. I had skipped it because I was already pissed for all the shafts, right? I literally look who I got to 14 stars, right? It wasn't Jiren. Obviously, you can see Jiren's not 14 stars, and I'm sure you could probably guess by now by the tone of my voice. But we got this guy to Zenkai. We got this guy to not Zenkai, but we got him to 14 stars out of all units, right? I wish it was Jiren, but I mean, I'll take it, I guess, right? His Z ability is actually not bad. Strike, attack, and blast defense, right? It's pretty decent, I guess. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, this is what we got. But at least we got the 1 more copy of Goku and FRIEZA, right? So that's all that matters. We're definitely gonna get Cooler to Zenkai 7 before the buff comes out, so we can have them at full power, because I do believe this is probably their best setup. Like it's just the best setup in general. Like like definitively it's probably their best setup, right? The equip is at full power here because you have Jiren and then you have themselves being Sun Family. It's just too good, right? Obviously, if you guys did see the previous video with them, I did already showcase this team, but again, this is their best setup. It's towards the end of PvP, so we do have to go crazy. So we're going to be using this setup once again. I believe actually in the other video I did have Fat Boo instead of Android 13 or 14 here. So actually this is a more offensive setup, right? Because he's giving 50 to strike instead of Fat Boo's 50% to both defenses, right? So they should be hitting it just a little bit harder here in terms of strike damage. So you know, we'll see how it goes, right? But again, not sure when their buff will come out. I'm expecting it to come out next reset, but hopefully we do get it within the next couple of days here. Maybe tonight's reset, maybe tomorrow's reset, who knows? But again, I'm expecting to see it next week, right? So yeah, with that being said, hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and if you're new, we're on the road to 1.5k subs. All the support is greatly appreciated as always, man. And yeah, pretty much let me know where you guys think Goku FRIEZA is gonna rank after this, because in my opinion, they're already top 10, like definitively, right? Maybe even top 5 arguably, but they're 100% top 5 now, right? Like you can't even debate that. Probably even better than maybe, I don't know, Ultra Gogeta Blue as of right now, right? Again, I'm just waiting for Ultra Vegito Blue before we can crown Gogeta the king again. I mean, actually Vegito Blue will be the king, but I think you know, Gogeta Blue will be literally his right hand man and take his spot back as second unit in the game, right? Because you know, VB will just, you know, shit on the rest of the game. That's just the unfortunate truth. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll see you all in the next one.
始めるか。
じわじわとなぶり殺しにしてくれる。
手加減はしない。
覚悟しろ。ありゃ。ほら。ありゃ。ほりゃ。ありゃ。変われ。さて。甘いですよ。敗北を味わうことになるでしょう。
許しませんよ。防いでみろ。
こっちです。期待通りの働きでしたよ。
始めるか。
暇つぶしですか。まあいいでしょう。
いや、一人で十分だ。しませんよ。しませんよ。しませんよ。お前は任せろ。手加減はしない。防いでみろ。遅い。しっかりしろ。分かっていても遅い。覚悟しろ。
首行くぞ。アタックライシャー。ほら変わる。いや
うまくいったようですね。
あ
じわじわとなぶり殺しにしてくれる。どうだって
しっかりしろ。
変わってくれ。行くぞ。アタックライシャー。
しませんよ。オリエン成功。覚悟しろ。覚悟しろ。はっ
苦戦し
しませんよ。しませんよ。
ゴミね。
そこだ。
変わる。
しませんよ。
なんだと。
しませんよ。なんだと。二度とあんな目に遭わぬ。
第七宇宙を守りきる。
そこだ。
私が取る。
しませんよ。
そこだ。仕方ないです。
終わらせてやる。
17号さん。
とどめだ。しませんよ。
任せろ。
しませんよ。
恐怖のショーを始めようか。ゴミね。かかったね。リーダー。なんと仮想生物が。
覚悟しろ。ありゃ。
しませんよ。
期待通りの働きでしたよ。
おめえこそ